Hello everyone, this is Leilah Martinez, and today I will be reading one of my own stories that I made about a month ago. So, I'm gonna get to the video right now. Let's see. The story is about these two preteen boys that absolutely love each other. They secretly have a gay relationship. This story is completely original. Warning: the following story contains mild violence, capturing mild language, and pink blood, so it puts off a vibe. You have been warned. You may enjoy. Chapter 1. Having a Conversation. Jordan's POV. I went to get something to eat, then I saw my buddy Vincent. I walked to the table with him. Narrator's POV. The two boys had a long conversation with each other. Then they ate a few snacks together. Then they had a conversation again until it was nighttime. It was time for bed. Jordan was extremely tired, but not Vincent. They told each other good night, but instead of Vincent going to the bedroom, he went up to Ariana to get some advice. Chapter 2. The Advice. Vincent's POV. Right as Jordan walked away, I went to Ariana's room to get some advice due to my crazy crush on Jordan. I went to the room. I gently opened the door. I start asking Ariana for some advice. Ariana is very deaf, but she is a genius when it comes to advice. We start talking and asking. And then I finally had the answer. I had to confess to Jordan. Ariana started talking and using sign language and said, "You have to confess to him." Ariana's POV. I start giving Vincent advice. I started suggesting him to confess to Jordan. As a person that is good at giving advice, I think he should talk to him and confess to him. Maybe he'll feel the same way. Maybe if you confess to him, maybe he'll feel the same way. I told him. "All right, I will," he said. Narrator. Vincent thanked Ariana as he started walking out the door. He started going into Jordan's room as he opened the door as slowly as he could possibly open the door. "Jordan, I need to talk to you." Chapter 3. Vincent's Confession. Vincent's POV. I walked out of Ariana's room and walked all the way to Jordan's room. I get nervous as I start turning the doorknob. "Jordan?" "Yes, Vincent?" Jordan asked me in concern. "I need to tell you something," I told him. I love you." "I love you too, buddy. What kind of friend wouldn't?" "No, I actually love you." I start shedding tears. Jordan's POV. "What? You? Yes." He starts getting nervous. "Hey, I was gonna confess to you too. I actually love you too." Vincent's eyes get really wide in shock. "Seriously, I feel the same. You're so nice to me. Ever since I saw you, I thought you were gorgeous." Vincent covers his own mouth for how shocked he is. He then runs up to me at full speed and hugs me with his face soaked in tears. Narrator. POV. The two boys hug each other. "Thank you," Vincent whispers. "No problem," Jordan says. Chapter 4. Worried. Claudia's POV. I get quite nervous at the time. Ever since I heard Jordan and Vincent were lovers, I did get worried because they seemed a little suspicious. I talked to my friend Jack about this. "Jack?" I called her name. "Yes, Claudia?" Jack answered. "I need to talk to you real quick. I'm worried," I told Jack. As I started to get more nervous, "Huh? What is it?" Jack replied. "I'm starting to get worried about Jordan and Vincent. They've been acting suspicious lately." I replied. "Oh, they're in love," Jack said happily. "What?" I yelled in shock. "Yes, they are," Jack said. They do look cute together anyways," I said calmly. Chapter 5. Good night. Vincent's POV. It was 10:30 p.m. I start feeling really, really tired. "Jordan?" I asked. "Yes, Vincent?" Jordan replied. "I'm very tired. Can we go to bed, please?" I say tiredly. "Yeah, I'm tired too," Jordan agrees. We both walked to the bedroom. We changed into casual clothes. We both go to bed. We told each other, good night. Jordan kisses me on the head. Love ya. I had a shocked look on my face as I start blushing. Jordan smiled. I laughed. We both lay down and instantly fall asleep. Chapter 6. Targeted as the victim. Villain's POV. I quietly break into the house, but I'm coming for one thing. Some Wendigo named Vincent. He was my number one target for 2 years, but I kept on getting defeated, and I haven't had time to take him without him expecting it. But now is my chance. Vincent's POV. I hear strong footsteps from the living room. I recognize them. Ah, crap! I yell and run at full speed. Then I bump into him. I caught you, Auntie, the villain said excitedly. I gasp in fear as he grips on my hands and pulls me close to him. It was a strong paw. I finally have you after 2 years. I finally caught you, Andy says with an evil look on his face. I get extremely scared. I kept asking myself, what is he gonna do to me? He pulls me really hard to his place. I tried hitting and pulling back, but his grip was too tight. Chapter 7. Looking for you. Jordan's POV. I've heard a few noises coming from the living room, and a noise came out the front door. I was worried about my boyfriend, so I looked at the side of the bed. He wasn't there. That's when I got scared. I looked all over the house, but I couldn't find him. I was scared of what might happen to him. Then I went outside to look for him. The place was quite far, so I teleported twice. I was so scared until I found the place. Chapter 8. What have you done? Vincent's POV. 4 minutes ago, we got here. I get so confused to the point where I yelled, "What do you want from me?" I started getting scared as well. Then he explains. Vincent, do you remember me? I'm Andy. I then realized he wanted to kill me. But I won't let that happen, not unless he wins. Hey, I shouted. Let's battle, I said. Andy smiled suspiciously. Okay, he said. Andy's POV. I then ran to Vincent. I tried to take the first hit, but he dodged and punched me back. We then beat each other. Then 1 hour later, Vincent gets much weaker. Yes, this is now my chance, I thought. I then grabbed an arrow from my crossbow. Then I pushed him to the wall. Then I stabbed him on his upper arm with the arrow. Ah! He shouted. I started smiling because I finally done what a villain is supposed to do. Why? Vincent said. Because, I told him. I'm a villain and I enjoy the despair of heroes like you, I said. I then walk away. Chapter 9. Saving you. Jordan's POV. I then arrived at the place. I feel extremely worried about Vincent. I keep asking myself, who did what to him? I then see the person who did the horrible thing to him. Hey you! I shout to the villain. He turned at me with an angry look on his face, to the point where I got angrier than I ever had. I was furious. What did you do to Vincent? I asked angrily. That's none of your business, he said sternly. I got so mad, I snapped. I ran up to him, then punched him. Why would I answer a little brat that is fitting over my target? He yelled. I'm going to kill you, I yelled very loudly that 2 houses can hear. I then gripped tightly on his wrist, then used my powers to open a portal that leads to nothing but fire and lava. No, don't drop me, he yelled. No, I yelled. I then drop him. Chapter 10. I'll never let you go. Vincent's POV. I start hearing Jordan's voice. Vincent, hey. I fully wake up. My head. I then see him. Are you okay? Jordan asked me. No, I answered. He started to look at the bloodstains on my shirt. Oh my God, did he hurt you that bad? Jordan asked me in concern. Yeah, I nodded. He then gets closer and closer to me. Hey, what are you... He then kissed me. We then hugged. I love you, Jordan, I said. I love you too, Vincent, he replied. He then healed me. We went outside. Chapter 11, the final chapter. Narrator's POV. The two boys went to the cliff to take a short break. It was 12:30 in the morning. Jordan was thinking if he should propose to Vincent or not. He decided to do it. Vincent? Jordan asked. Yes, Jordan, Vincent replied. I know it's too early because we're 11 and 12, but, Jordan said. Vincent, will you marry me? Jordan finished. Vincent was shocked on what Jordan just said. Jordan, Vincent couldn't finish his words due to how surprised he is. Yes, Vincent answered. They both smiled. They then kissed. I will never leave you, Jordan said. Okay. Hey guys, this is the creator of this story, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching and listening to this extremely interesting story. And I just want to say shout out to one of my fans, XXURLO calls. I don't know what that says, but shout out to one of my fans for supporting so much of my stories. And I just want to say thank you very much. And thanks a lot for watching. Bye.